Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another evening wind down with Inspire to Change. I'm Caroline. I at Inspire to Change Thrapston, which is, actually I'm in a little village next door to Thrapston, which is a small little village in East Northamptonshire. I know I have some people who are watching from overseas as well, so Northamptonshire is kind of in the centre of the country. So welcome to this evening, at the end of another day. Not such a sunny day today. I've had quite a lot of people say to me today, "Oh, the weather." And I like to always try and get people to kind of look at things a little bit differently, because everything depends on the way that you look at it. It doesn't matter what it is you're looking at, but you've always got multiple ways of looking at it. So right now, I'm actually looking out of that window going, oh, thank goodness, rain. I don't have to go out there and water what hopefully will be new grass, seeds that I planted. I've been out there every evening watering it, and now I don't have to, because Mother Nature is doing it for me. So I can see the positive in that situation. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, and love the rain. Do you know what? I love nothing better than sitting. I've got a lovely kind of quite a big kind of sort of covered porch area out here, where I actually quite often I do my yoga out there. And there's nothing better than being sat out there with doing the yoga, sat in my hammock with the rain coming down. I'm out there, but I'm not getting wet. That's a lovely thing. I would never not want that. Actually, one of my favourite little quotes, I don't know if you see this, I don't know if this comes out back to front, but one of my favourite ever quotes is, when it rains, look for rainbows, and when it's dark, look for stars. And that's kind of what I try to do in as many situations as possible. And it can change our experience of the situation that we're having, just by not accepting that first assessment of the situation, unless of course it's a nice positive one, but perhaps challenging ourselves when we have a negative perception of a situation, to challenge ourselves to say, hold on a second, what's the other side of this? There's got to be another side. There's another way of looking at this. Now, it's not always easy at the time. That's the other thing. It's perhaps would be easier if there was a big old thunderstorm out there that I couldn't go out in. It would be easier to appreciate that from tomorrow, when I can go out in the garden and see everything looking green and lush. It's not always easy to appreciate it in the moment if you're stuck on the motorway trying to drive through it. Often knowing that the positive can be seen easier when we're outside of the situation. And you know what, we see there's loads of studies that they do where they follow people who have been through really tough, life-changing situations. And all of the studies and research shows us that, 3 months down the line, everyone's kind of got to that point where, do you know what? It was tough, no denying that, but it was easier than I thought it was going to be. I survived. I'm okay, got out of this. And I think a lot of people are starting to feel a little bit like that now with lockdown, the initial panic and worry and concern. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, saying, actually, this will change. Yes, we might still have a way to go, but we've got this far and we've done all right with it. We found ways. And that's the thing, is it's about finding those ways to enjoy and find the benefits and the positives in whichever situation that you find yourselves in. Because often you can't change that situation, but you can change how you see it. And that's the bit that is within your control. So I challenge you over the rest of this week to look for at least 2 perspectives on any situation that you find yourself in. Yeah, accept that initial judgment, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but challenge yourself to see if you can find another one. Challenge yourself to see if you can find a more positive perception of that situation, and just play around with it, have some fun, because sometimes we come across things that we haven't even realised. And sometimes it gives us an opportunity to enjoy something in a completely different way. So that's my little challenge to you today, to think about the fact that everything depends on the way that you see things. So now it's time for your guided relaxation. Nice little bit of wind down at the end of the day, just to help us to shut off this. It has a tendency to make a lot of noise during the day, and for many people, a lot of noise during the night as well. So I'm just going to turn the music on, and we will start on our lovely journey into relaxation. That's rather loud, isn't it? Let me turn that down a little bit more. There we go. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Thanks everyone for joining me this evening. It's always lovely to have your company whilst we're doing these. Do you know what? We're getting such lovely feedback from everybody. Everyone, I think, is really appreciating these moments to just kind of stop and let everything just calm and relax, because it has so many benefits to us, not just for calming our mind down, but our body as well. The benefits of taking just 20 minutes, half an hour to rest, restore and rejuvenate. The power of that on your long-term health is really quite amazing. So that's my gift to you this evening. So wherever you are, sat or laid down, wherever you are, I want you to have a good old wriggle around, okay? Let's just kind of bounce out any tensions of the day. If there's any tensions there, oh, my neck clicked a little bit. There we go. Just allow all of those tensions of the day just to relax out, okay? Just feel the sensations of where you are sat down or laid down. So you might feel your arms resting on the chair or your hands in your lap. You might be able to feel where, if you're taller than me, where your feet are touching the ground, or where your back is against a cushion or the bed. Just draw your attention to those places where you are connecting with what's beneath you. And I want you now just to bring your attention to your breathing. And we're going to just take a nice long in-breath through our nose, hold it for a moment, and then do a really nice slow out-breath. And what I want you to try and do as you do that is to allow the out-breath to be just one count longer than the in-breath. So if you count in 1, 2, 3, 4, and just hold it for a moment, breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just do that for a few counts, just a few rounds where you're breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth, and that out breath just being one count longer. Just having all of your focus and attention on your breathing as you follow each gentle breath in and each gentle breath out. Just following each gentle breath in and each gentle breath out. Just breathing in calm and relaxation, and breathing out any tension and anxiety. And you can just let your breathing now just return to normal as you become aware of your mind and your body starting to relax. And I want you now just to imagine yourself outside in your favourite place in nature. It could be a peaceful tropical beach, it could be a lovely old secret garden, or maybe you're sat at the top of a high mountain, or you might even be laying back on a boat which is sailing down a beautiful river. Really doesn't matter where you are, as long as it feels good to you. Now, I don't know where you are in this beautiful place in nature, but what I do know is that it's a beautiful day. The sky is that special shade of blue, it's very clear, and it's a warm summer's day. A lovely, warm day. And in the sky, there's a dazzling sun. It's so bright that you might just want to close your eyes, and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your body. And surprisingly, you find that you can direct that sun over and around your body. And as you realise this, you begin to direct the sunlight over your face. And as you do, you can feel the warmth of the light from the sun on your face, just relaxing all of those muscles around the eyes, around the nose and the mouth. And as you do this, you find that the muscles of your face just begin to slacken and flatten out as they relax and you let go. And it's a beautiful day here in your favourite place in nature. So you move the light from the sun into your throat area, feeling the warmth of the light from the sun in your throat, relaxing all of those muscles, letting go. And you move the light now from the sun into your shoulders, across both shoulders, just making them feel warm and loose and comfortable. And you feel so relaxed now, so comfortable, so at peace with the world. And so you direct the light from the sun down your right arm, from the shoulders all the way down to the tips of the fingers. Your right arm just beginning to relax as you let go. And it's a beautiful feeling to be here right now. The warmth of the light from the sun penetrating the nerves and the bones and the muscles of that right arm. And it's such a beautiful day. So you move the sun over to your left arm and you guide the light from the sun down the left arm, from the top of the shoulder all the way down to the tips of the fingers, feeling that left arm relaxing, becoming heavy and comfortable as you just let go. And now you move the light across into your chest area and you relax the chest and all the muscles there. Now move that light down to the stomach, relax your tummy, down into the hips and the thighs and over now to your right leg. And you allow the sunlight to move up and down that right leg, from the top of your hips to the tips of your toes, just relaxing that leg as you just let go. And it's such a beautiful day here in your favourite place in nature that you now move the light from the sun over to your left leg, moving it from the top of your leg, from the top of the hip, all the way down through the knee, the calves, the ankle, into the foot, all the way down into the tips of those toes. That left leg now completely relaxed, all tension released, as you just let go. And your whole body is now totally and completely relaxed, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. As your body relaxes, so does your mind. And as your mind relaxes, you notice the sun going down, down, deeper and deeper. And the sky is ablaze with an abundance of colours, of crimson and bright purple and blue with yellow streaks. And it's such a beautiful evening. Your mind relaxes, just letting go, releasing all the stresses of the day, letting go. And as the sun goes further and further down over the horizon, until in its place there is a black velvet sky. And twinkling up there in the sky is a single bright star. Now keep your mind focused completely on that star. Nothing else matters except this beautiful, single, solitary, sparkling star in the sky. And it's a beautiful night. And apart from this star, it's very dark. But you feel so safe, so comfortable, so relaxed. peace with yourself, at peace with the universe. And just imagine yourself now moving towards that star in the sky, moving up and up and up. Your body is weightless as it lifts up to the star, going higher and higher, up and up. And as the star grows bigger and bigger, you realise that you're getting quite close to the star. It just gets bigger and bigger and brighter, until all at once you are that star in the night sky. That beautiful star twinkling away, that silver, solitary, sparkly star in the night sky. And you become the star. The star is you. You are one back from where you came. And it's a beautiful star. So you go deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, just letting your mind go, letting it wander as it will. And as you continue to relax there, I want you to imagine that you're standing now on your very own private beach. It's the most beautiful beach with the softest, palest golden sand, and the sky is the clearest shade of blue. The sun feels warm on your head and shoulders, whilst the lightest of breezes plays across your skin. And you can smell the fresh scent of the ocean. And you look out at the vast ocean, sunlight glinting off the tips of the waves, so that the whole thing sparkles as the waves gently roll down towards the shore. And as you wander along the beach, you can hear the gentle rhythm of the waves as they break on the shore, the calls of some far-off seabirds, but otherwise, there is total peace. You feel calm, serene, and wonderfully peaceful. A little way ahead of you, you notice a bucket, one that you might have used to build sandcastles as a child. Brightly coloured, shiny plastic, just sitting there on the sand. And you decide to pick it up by the handle as you pass. And you continue to stroll along the sand, feeling lazy, easy and comfortable, gently swinging the bucket as you walk. And looking down, you notice there are shells littering the beach in every colour, size and shape imaginable. And you decide to pick one up and study it. And you're somehow reminded of one of your worries, something that bothers you, irritates or frustrates you, or maybe something that makes you feel anxious or sad. And you decide to put the shell in the bucket. And as you do, you forget what the worry was. You're aware that you're still carrying it, but the details are gone, and you soon move on. And as you walk further, you gather more shells, each one as you pick it up, reminding you of a worry in your life, a thing that bothers you, irritates or frustrates you, or something that makes you feel anxious or sad. And each time you put it in the bucket, you forget the details of the worry, but you're aware that you're still carrying it. And very soon the bucket is getting full, it's beginning to get heavy, it's weighing you down. So you decide to get rid of the shells. Walking towards the water's edge, you're aware of the change from soft warm sand to the cool firmness of the darker golden shoreline. The occasional rivulet of water runs over your feet, the sudden cool of the water making a pleasant contrast to the warmth of the day, and this makes you feel good. And at the water's edge, you reach into the bucket and you take out one of the shells. And as you study it once more, you suddenly gain new insight into the worry that shell represents. And as soon as this happens, you know by some instinct, you can just throw it back into the ocean and the worry will be gone, over and done with. And you smile as you throw that shell far out into the waves where it disappears beneath the surface, gone forever. Feeling good, you continue to take out each shell, and each time you gain a flash of insight, of understanding, of resolution for whatever worry that shell represents. And each time you smile, as you throw that shell far out into the waves, knowing that that worry is no longer needed in your life, because you've resolved it. And very soon you reach into the bucket, and you realise there's just one shell left. And you take the shell out, turn it over in your hands, wondering once more what you'll learn, what you'll gain from resolving this worry. And this worry, this shell, seems to be significant in some way, as if resolving this worry holds the key to something greater, some greater wisdom, some greater freedom, some greater peace, control, and confidence. And all of a sudden, the insight comes, and you almost laugh at the brilliance, the simplicity, and the wonderful realization and knowledge you now have. Smiling, you throw this shell further than any of the others, feeling a newfound strength and confidence surging through you as you do. And just like that, the bucket is empty, and you feel great. And you continue to walk along the shore, swinging the now light and empty bucket, making footprints in the sand, enjoying the day, enjoying the warmth, enjoying the sun, enjoying yourself. And as you do, you resolve something within you. You know that you can never stop the worries from entering your life, but you also know that you can resolve them. And as you resolve them, you will gain new insight, new wisdom, new learning. And once you have the learning, the worry will leave your life, its role complete, over and done with. And so, just as you can fill the bucket with shells, so you can empty it, throwing each shell far out into the waves, where it disappears beneath the surface, gone forever. One shell, one worry, one insight, and then done. So you can resolve to make sure that you do this, to always remember to empty that bucket before it becomes too heavy, before it overflows, knowing that with this faithful practice, you know you can always remain in control. And so you realise, maybe for the first time, this means you can cope with the worries, because you know they are simply a way for you to progress. They're a stepping stone, a learning to even greater levels of happiness and success. And this knowledge comforts you as you stroll along in the warmth, feeling calm, clear, and confident. So I wonder now if you've ever looked into a kaleidoscope. You know, one of those tubes that you hold up to your eye, where you see wonderful patterns of different shapes and sizes, amazing colours. And when you turn the tube with your fingers, the shapes and patterns rearrange themselves. Go on, just do it now in your mind and see what you can see. Look at the shapes and the colours and fantastic pattern. And now turn it a bit, change the pattern, and notice how easily you made them. Now I'd like you to look into the kaleidoscope of your life. Look in it and see some of the situations in your life. Some you like a little less. Perhaps some are a bit disappointing. Look at the way you handle things. Some situations are easy to handle and some need a bit more thought, don't they? Sometimes things happen and we can't change them. They're not our choice. We have to live with them. But here's the thing. Maybe we can't change the situation, but we can change how we think about them, change how we feel about them, change what we say about them. And when we do that, all kinds of things can feel a little easier. You can cope a bit more easily. You can feel a bit stronger. So since this is your own kaleidoscope, why not experiment a bit? Look into it and see a situation that bothers you. And try changing your thoughts about it. And as you do, turn the tube around and see the difference it makes. Try out something new. Try out saying something different. Try out shrugging your shoulders and smiling. Notice how that changes your feelings. Try out the thought, well, perhaps this will turn out for the best, or maybe something positive will come from this. And I want you to know that here, in this special state of mind, when you're calm and relaxed, you can focus easily. And because you can focus more easily than before, you can change that focus more easily than before. And being aware how a big change can happen easily, simply by turning some things around, simply by changing the view, you can begin to look at change in a rather different way. Change your point of view, so from now on, you'll find that you're able to cope with ever-changing situations more and more comfortably, cope more and more easily. And you'll also find you're able to pick yourself up when things don't go quite the way you expected, far more easily than you did in the past. You pick yourself up and get going again. You're more positive and hopeful that things can go well. Things will go well. And you have new opportunities now to try out different things, different ways of looking at things. So I want to just remind you now that life can be fun. Every phase of your life can be a joy. And of course it all now depends on you, because you and only you can allow thoughts to live in your mind. And how you think determines how you feel, and how you feel influences the world around you. And you can learn to choose your thoughts with awareness of their power. You can seed beneficial thoughts in your mind, and day by day you'll find more and more how important it is to choose your every thought with care. Because the thoughts you seed in your mind, the concepts and beliefs you accept with feeling, inevitably become your own living reality. How you choose to think today influences all your tomorrows. So make a moving picture in your mind now. A picture of you. As you see yourself having accomplished all your desired changes. Any unwanted patterns of behaviour have ceased. Everything is exactly as you want it to be. See it, feel it, know it, experience it. Everything just as you want it to be. That picture becoming clearer and brighter and bigger. And you can leave this picture in the mirror of your mind to serve as an attracting force, and it will. Just want it to happen, know it can happen, and it happens. Because this is the fresh pattern your subconscious mind will now carry forward, free from any problems and self-limiting influences that only arose through misunderstandings and false beliefs. You're entering a new world of experience, a new quality of life, a more elevated mental and emotional vantage point from which the best options and opportunities in life are always available, will always be seen. So now each and everything you do better than you have ever done before. You approach each new task with complete ease of mind, knowing that you're relaxed and in the perfect frame of mind, calm, relaxed and confident. Every day your confidence grows. That means that tomorrow your confidence grows, and the day after it grows stronger than before. As you practice being more and more confident, so your confidence grows and becomes stronger as more and more your feelings of self-worth become strong and powerful. Each day, with each new situation, whenever you need to, you take control. Calm your mind, disregard troubles, and you are calm, relaxed, poised, competent, and confident. You are your own person. Is that not so? So as you leave here today, you will go forth into the world looking forward with a new and determined optimism. For you're armed now with new knowledge and understanding of the person that you are. Unique and special. Your real self. Confident in your own abilities to be true to those values that really are important, and to recognise what is false and inappropriate. You now love and respect yourself for the person that you are, and you'll be happy with all that you do have. Yesterday has gone, and with it is gone all the influences that could make it different. Tomorrow is but a myth that we can colour with imagination. But today, this very moment, all is real. And for this moment we live, and then that too is gone, either seized upon and enjoyed or wasted. And you can choose too which reality is yours, and you will you not? So in a moment, I just want you to take a nice, deep, relaxing breath. Start to bring your attention back to those touch points of your body, touching the surface beneath you. Wiggle those fingers and toes. And whenever you feel ready, just allow your eyes to open. Just bringing your awareness back to everything in the room around you. Just knowing with absolute certainty that you have all the skills and resources you need to be the very best version of you. Calm, relaxed, confident and in control in every situation. The very best version of you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope that has given you a lovely, relaxing start to your evening, a lovely bit of wind down. Have a little think for the rest of this week about those multiple different perspectives. Just challenge yourselves. I wonder how else I could look at this. Think about that kaleidoscope, how we can turn that tube around and change the pattern that we see. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I will be back with you next week. Usual thing, I'll be here on the Tuesday morning for your morning motivation and the Wednesday evening for your wind down. But for the rest of the week, tune in to the rest of the Inspired to Change team across the UK. They will be here for you every morning at 8:30, every evening at 8:30, and the wonderful Catherine over in Peterborough is with us every day at 2:30, 1:30. Oh dear, my brain's just gone. In that early afternoon bit for the chilled out children's session. So keep with us. I will speak to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Good evening.